So this service marketing mix, or we call it as 7P strategies of service marketing. So the people or the customers can see your products or the service, what you are rendering and what you are giving. The four important 4Ps of marketing mix, that is product, price, promotion and place. Hi and a warm welcome to you all dear students. I, George William A, Commerce Faculty, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Dear students, today I am going to take up session 2 on principles of marketing, that is of unit 3, we call it as service marketing. In the last session, I had explained to you about the meaning and the definition of service marketing, the importance of service marketing, right? And what are the important elements of service marketing. So all this I explained to you in the last session, that is session 1. In today's session, let us go about in detail about the various topics, that is which I am going to cover today. Now let us take up service mix. What do you mean by service mix? See, we have in the marketing mix, we have 4 P's like product, price, then promotion and place. So along with this, there are other extra 3 P's which we call it as people, process and physical evidence. So all these 7 P's are nothing but these are the elements of this service mix. So this service marketing mix, or we call it as 7P strategies of service marketing. Now this is nothing but this is evaluating a company. The 7 P's of service marketing it evaluates the company, that is based on the various parameters such as I told you, the first one will be the product, second is the price, third we have place, or next is promotion, then we have people, process and physical evidence. That's it. So these are the important 7 P's or 7 strategies of service marketing. Now this service marketing mix, students, it says it is a theory where it is very similar to what we have the 4 marketing mix, right? And here only 3 are extra which has been added to it. So totally we have 7 P's of service marketing. Now we can see here, put a table here about the 7 P's of service marketing such as product, price, then place, promotion, people, process and physical evidence. So these are the 7 important 7 P's of service marketing. Now under this service marketing mix, students, it says all these 4 important aspects, that is of marketing mix, that right, they should be evaluated regularly. It should be regulated. It should be regulated regularly, as well as it should be evaluated and also revalued, and it should be evaluated because for achieving maximum profit in the marketplace. Because every now and then all these 4 P's of marketing, that is the product, price, then promotion and place, has to be evaluated, as well as it should be revalued in order to achieve maximum profit, that is in the marketplace. You can see here this 4 P's out of 7 marketing service mix includes, I told you, extra is people, process and physical evidence. So these join with this 4 P's of marketing, and that we call it as the service marketing mix, that is 7 strategies of marketing mix. Now coming to the people. What do you mean by people? I told you we have 4 P's of marketing, that is product, price, promotion and place. Now leaving that, I have already explained that in the last session, that is in the marketing. Now coming to this people, that is the additional 3 things which we have, the mix elements of this service marketing. People, what are these people? People are nothing but they are the important part of the service marketing mix of the 7 strategies, because they include what? They include the staff, they include the employees and the salespersons. So here, these persons include staff, the employees as well as the salespersons, who are very much important, and it is required to provide a very good customer service. So these 3 elements, that is the staff, employees and salespersons, they will provide a very good customer service for the customers. They have to do that because in order to achieve the service marketing, you need to undertake a very good, that is, customer service has to be provided to the customers. So this service marketing, it says this will give a very positive experience, right? Positive experience, and the customer who in turns also will spread about your work or the service which you are going to give to the customer, right? And about your excellent service he speaks about. So he speaks about when you get a very good service which has to be done by the staff, the employees and the salespersons of that particular organization, then surely the customer will get a very good satisfaction from your service which you are rendering, and in turn what he does, he is going to speak about your organization, your staff members, your employees or your salesperson who is doing a very good job, a better job, and in satisfying the needs and wants of that particular service of the customers, and thereby they are going to speak it with the others and thereby creating lot of influence, as well as they create more people or they bring more people for your organization or for your service, right? So the company should always try to hire the good people. If you want to give a very good service, then what you should do? The company or the organization, they should see that they should hire. That means they should select the right people for that right job. Only when you select the right people for that right job in your organization, you can give a very good performance. You can give a very good service to the customers at large. So thereby, they'll be having lot of skills and they'll be specialized in that particular field, and they will provide the training also to the employees. If they are not enough training, is not much training is being undertaken by the employees who have been selected or who has been hired by the organization, then in order to see that they are very well specialized in that, very well specialized in that particular area, for that the company or the organization has to give a very good training to the employees so that they do the work, they perform their duties or the task which is assigned to them and render a very good service on part of the customers. Coming to the process, the next element in the service mix or 7 strategies of service mix, that is process. It says this service marketing, as I told you, it involves the process of delivering the product or the service to the customers. Process means it is delivering the product to the customers, product or whatever the services which you are rendering, which is to be delivered to the customers. How we are going to deliver it? So a good process, when you can call it as a good process, a good process can be called only when it says it ensures the delivery of same standard of products and services every time. Only when you ensure that you are rendering the same good quality products as well as the good services or the performance in you or the performance you act or the deed which you perform or you do it, then only you can say that that is a very good process, or we call it as a good process, right? So it always saves time and expenses in increasing what? In increasing the efficiency. So when you do this particular process or when you enact this particular process, surely it will save the time, right, of the organization, the people as well as the customers, and also the expenses. It will save the time and expenses, and thereby it increases more efficiency on the part of the employees or the sales force or the staffs who are there in the organization who is rendering very good service or the process. Now coming to the next, physical evidence. This can be easily seen, that is, everything is seen by the customer. Everything is seen by the customer while going for your products or the services. So evidence means it is the proof. So the people or the customers can see your products or the service, what you are rendering and what you are giving, right? So this physical evidence, it includes the physical environment of that particular area or the transaction which is taking place, right? And the packaging and the branding of that particular service or the product. So they see it through their eyes, what all the things is been happening in front of them, that is in kind of product or the services which has been rendered. So that is the physical evidence where they have that to see that facility to see that what is happening in that organization, how you are going to give your service or render your service. So it includes all the staff members, how they act and how they dress. So here, whatever is being done in the organization, that is the physical evidence will be seen by the customers or by the people, right, who comes for your service to your organization, and they also have the physical evidence of how the staffs dress, what is the dress code, and how they act upon or how they do the performance. So this is about the physical evidence. Now students, coming to the advantages of this 7 P's, it says that is 7 marketing strategies. Marketing concepts are brought together in a simpler way in order to make them very easier. So it helps through, so all the marketing concepts, all the 7 marketing concepts, right? All the concepts of marketing have been brought together so that it will be a very easy one in order to make whatever the marketing strategies to be done. So to do that particular marketing strategies, you're going to bring all the marketing concepts together, so and make it in a simpler manner or a simple manner so that it is easily understood by everyone. So this helps through lot of process of strategy formulation to implementation. So when you bring everyone, when you bring all these 7 strategies, 7 marketing mix, that is the service marketing mix, so that will help you out. The process of strategy formulation, it will be helpful for the organization in order to formulate the strategies for your organization as well as to implement that particular strategies in your service areas. So here the next advantage, it says the organization or any other firm or the company, it can, we see that various marketing activities, that is according to the customer needs. So according to customer needs, you can differentiate or you can do the performance according to the customer needs and wants, and thereby market conditions also, as well as availability of resources by using this in the framework. So all this can be done with the help of the company where it is undertaking the marketing activities, and it depends upon the customer needs, market conditions, as well as the availability of the resources which can be used in that particular framework of that performance or the acts or the deeds. So now coming to the important applications, we have 2 important applications in this unit, particularly that is about service mix, about hospital, as well as the application about tourism. So let us understand what is the application of service marketing towards hospital. So here we can see there is a product. So in the hospital also we have that is product, then price, then the place as well as promotion. All this we see in this application of hospital. So what are the products here being sold under this particular hospital, that is the application of hospital. So here we can see the emergency services. So we can see in the hospital there is lot of any emergencies are there, cases are there, immediately they will attend it. So you can find emergency services are being provided there in the hospitals. Then ambulance services, you know that. So nowadays you see there is a pandemic season and lot of people are affected by this coronavirus, and due to that everyone are in the case of emergency, and in order to lift them from the place and they have to be transported or they have to be made or available to the hospitals, then you require hospitals, that is the ambulances, you require the ambulances. So that ambulance services is being provided by the hospital. So that is also one of the product. Then we have diagnostic centers to diagnose what are the reasons why you are sick, what are the illness, then what are the diseases, to find out all different things. The diagnostic services is been provided. That is also a kind of product under hospital. Then pharmacy services, that is the medicines which has been prescribed by the doctors. So they sell all that medicines which is to be taken by the patient. So that is also one of the service provided by the hospitals in the form of product. Then casualty services. So it is in the emergency case, casualty, like for example in burning case or something accident case, immediately the patient will be put in the casualty department because it is a very case of emergency. So even that also will be provided. You need a first aid, all that has to be undertaken. So that will be provided by the casualty services. Then master health checkup. So this is also one of the product given by the hospitals, where they will be giving some discounts and offers and ask all the people and give the advertisement that they are conducting a master health checkup from head to toe. So anyone is interested, they can go and get that master checkup done. So that is also one of the product being sold under the hospitals, right? That is of service mix. Then we have executive health checkup, then diabetic health checkups, etc. So executive health checkup, that is for the people who are in the field of executives, as well as this diabetic health checkup that is nowadays India is a fast growing country where with a lot of diabetics cases we have more patients. So there also they take up diabetic health checkup in order to give the consultation about their health. Now coming to the price. Price usually depends upon the treatment of prescribed by respective consultants. What is the price? Price is nothing but in the hospital, if you see, it totally depends upon the treatment, on whatever the treatment is been undertaken by the patient and which has been prescribed by the consultants or the doctors or the specialists, right? And what are the facilities which has been offered to the patient. Now, for example, if a patient is suffering from a cancer, then he has to undergo through diagnosis. So all that cost also will be borne by the patient. So the price will be fixed for that. What are the charges for that particular diagnostic or to diagnose that particular cancer? Then to find out what is the sickness, then accordingly the prescriptions, and if it is admitted in the hospital, the ward charges, ICU charges, then the doctor charges, nurse charges, so the medicine charges, right? Each and everything will be undertaken by the hospitals, right? So all that will be included under this particular price. And what are the facilities being offered? All that to the patient, everything will be under this particular price. Now coming to the promotion here it says ethical healthcare services. So they are promoting their legally the ethical norms of the healthcare services in order to give a very good health services to the customers at large or to society. Then creating a pleasant environment for the patients. So when you enter the hospital, you should see that there is a pleasant environment, because already the patient is sick and is totally distressed, or it has been totally stressed on his part, and therefore he should not feel again more sad, or he should not become more sad. In that case, there should be a very good pleasing environment should be created on the part of patients who enters the hospital. So that will be provided. So they give a very good advertisement on that particular part about their hospitals. Then paper, television advertisements also will be given part of promotion for their hospitals. Then web pages, online channeling facilities. Also you can check into the internets or the webs regarding that particular hospital, whichever hospital you want to know, what are the facilities being offered there. All this we can check it in this web pages and online channels. And articles also sometimes it will be published. There also you can see it is one of the promotional tool for promoting their hospitals. And coming to the place, you can see here Selenoco Healthcare Hospitals have around 96 beds across 8 hospitals in Sri Lanka. So this hospital is been situated where? In Ceylon, and they have 960 beds across totally 8 hospitals are there, Sri Lanka, and it is located in 15 different places. It is located in 15 different places according to Sri Lanka, which says, and which includes in big cities of Sri Lanka such as Colombo, then Kampala and Kurungnala, Diliwala, Ratnamala, Jila and Amartola, Kalania. So these are the various places where these hospitals have been located. So because of this, the customers can earn what? A high benefit from their service. So because this hospital and the healthcare center of this particular hospital, where it is giving lot of services to the people in different areas, thereby the customers also, the patients, they can get their services, on the healthcare in various parts of this particular country called Sri Lanka. Because it is around 8 hospitals are there, and where totally 960 beds are there in this particular hospitals. So they can easily provide a very good facilities to the patients. Now coming to the people, it says motivating employees to be efficient, dedicated and loyal to the organization. This is very important. Only when the people or the employees who are working for your organization in the service industry, they should be very much dedicated one. They should be dedicated. They should not be kamchor, we say. What is that kamchor? It is nothing but they should not just hide around and just walk around and just sit and chat instead of doing the work. So they should be more dedicated persons, right, or the employees, and they should be more efficient, because only efficient and effectiveness will have a greater impact on the organization as well as the service which has been rendered, and they should be very loyal to the organization. This is also very important. They should be honest and loyal, and they should not deceive the organization, because all these affect your service marketing or service industry. Then offering regular on-job training to employees also, it helps to ensure that there is a continuous improvement in the healthcare, because every now and then you should be conducting some online or on the job training facilities for the people who are working in your hospitals. It may be to the specialists, conducting some seminars or some workshops, right, or for the nurses, or it may be to the doctors or to the other work staffs. So for each and everyone, and every now and then you should see that regular on-job training facilities should be given, so that they can improve their whatever their work is there. They become more specialists in that particular work, and thereby you can give a very good continuous improvement in the healthcare sector. Then utilizing service of professional competent medical consultants. So it says you can utilize, you are utilizing services of the professionals who are there in your organization. So who is very much competent enough in order to take up any kind of medical consultations. And also using of latest technologies in your hospitals will help you to provide a very good service to your patients or to your clients or the customers. Now coming to the process, it says the joining phase. Secondly, it says the intensive consumption phase, detachment phase and feedback. So all these are the important various type of process which you undergo, or the hospitals which undertakes in order to see that they satisfy the needs and wants of the customers by providing a very good service in the form of process. I told you a good process is nothing but it is where you are going to give the good satisfaction to the customers or to the people who are coming into your particular industry. Then finally, physical evidence. It means the environment in which the service is rendering is a service. So there should be a physical evidence, and that is being delivered by, it may be a physical or tangible commodities, and where the hospitals have customers interact. So this is how you are going to give the physical evidence or show the physical evidence of your service to the customers who come to your hospital. So dear students, I think I have explained to you most of the topics under this particular session. So once again, I'll just give a glance about this particular session. So here I explained to you about the 7 P's of strategies, that is the 7 P's of marketing mix. So I told you we have 7 P's. One is the 4 important 4 P's of marketing mix, that is product, price, promotion and place. Along with the 3 extras has been added under this service mix. We have people, process and physical evidence. Then you can see here, I have done a table here about the service marketing mix, that is 7 P's. So here I told you about what is the people, who are the people who are there for this marketing mix of service mix. So it says staff, employees and salespersons, right? So they should be providing a very good customer service to the customers. Then coming to process, I told you if it has to be a very good process, then it should require and ensure that delivery of same kind of products at every time, whenever it is, and also it saves the time and the expenses by increase the efficiency of the organization. Then physical evidence, as I told you, what are the products and services you are rendering, that should be seen by the customers, right? And it includes all the physical environment and also whatever the transaction takes place, such as it may be the packaging or the branding. Then advantages, I told you, right? Bringing all the concept together in order to make it a very simple or simplest, easier, as well as out process of strategy for that formation of implementing this particular P's, or we call it as strategies. Then marketing activities which needs the customer needs, customer condition and availability of resources by using this particular P's. Then I explained to you about the product, that is the hospital, the application under this particular service marketing. So here we see the product, the emergency service, ambulance service, diagnostic service, pharmacy service, casualty service, master health checkup, then executive health checkup and diabetic health checkup. All these are the products which have been sold under the hospital side. Then prices, it says it depends upon what are the treatment the patient undergoes and what are the facilities is been offered to the patients and what are the consultation he undergoes. So that will be the price of that particular hospital for the patients. Then promotion, healthcare service, then very pleasant environment in the hospital for the patients, then the advertisement given by through newspapers and televisions, then web pages, online and articles. Here I told you about a Sri Lankan healthcare hospital where it is providing 960 beds, around 8 hospitals it is, and it is located in different cities or the places, that is in 15 different cities, right, in Sri Lanka. Then who are the people? So here the people have to be more, employees have to be motivated, that is they should become more efficient, then dedicated, and they should be loyal to the organization. Then they should be given regular on the job training to the employees so that there is a continuous improvement in the healthcare. Then utilizing all the services of the professionals who are there in your organization so that it will be helpful for the medical consultants and use the latest technology in your hospital. Then process, I told you, joining phase, intensive consumption phase, detachment phase and feedback. And physical evidence, I told you the environment in which the service is rendering. So there should be a physical evidence, the proof where the people can see how we are going to work upon. So these are the various topics, students, I covered to you in this session 2, that is of service marketing unit 3, right? So I hope that you understood the topics. So see you in the next class or in the next session. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. Thank you, students.